Oh, you know it's spoiler time. What's up, guys? Pencil here, and we're going to do a nice little quick discussion on the spoilers for chapter 252 of Jujutsu Kaisen, which is known as the Battle of the 24. Alright, gosh, I'm not going to try and say the name. I'm trying to make these spoilers quick. I'm going to set this 10-minute timer, and I'm not going to waste any more time. Editing me. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do happen to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact, I need a 10-minute timer right now. That's 30. That's 30. That's not 10. That's not 10. Bah! Please. Okay, first things first. Yuta fans, hallelujah. In the sense that your man is confirmed alive. Obviously, there's stuff to talk about. Once again, I only got 10 minutes. So, first, foremost, primary thing, Yuta is alive. Like, I think that's the big takeaway for a lot of people with this chapter. And once again, this has mixed effects. Like, it makes World Slash less effective, but considering what this chapter iterates towards the end, nothing has really been effective. At least if we're supposed to leave the end of the chapter at face value. Number 2, Maki, once again, a lot of people thought Maki broke the barrier. I don't know why this was the case. She didn't. She was standing outside waiting for it. Which, in my opinion, is even more metal. The fact that she was just waiting and watching. And then the second the barrier shattered, or even got a little bit of a crack in it, she dove right on in. Now, this chapter does seem unfinished, even for, like, leak and spoiler stuff, which is interesting because Gege's been on a 2-week break, but once again, I don't know too much about the manga industry, and I actually kind of low-key like the way the chapter looks. Like, I don't know, something about this art style reminds me of like old Japanese drawings and stuff like that. It feels very, very like light and airy. I'm pretty sure this is just like not Sukuna's. This is Gege's, like, who knows, Gege may be Sukuna, the way he be lazing himself. But this may just be Sukuna's, I said it again, Gege's general art style whenever he's like practicing before he goes in and does like serious detailed line work. Like, I always do pencil sketches and then I overdo it with like pen or stuff like that. Or even when I do Procreate, I do like tsh. But I do actually like the way this art style looks. And yeah, once again, Yuta is just verbatim alive. Once again, I'm fine with that though. I'm fine with that. I'm not even really mad for overall. Like, I genuinely want all the heavy hitters to live. So, seeing him live, that's really, really cool. I wonder how they're going to put him back together. Rika immediately healed off her slashes, which is impressive, but makes sense. And Yuta, he's in half, but, like, he dropped the domain himself. That's what the spoilers confirm, which is good for all the Yuta fans out there. But, you know what I'm really here for? My Maki stocks. They're still not necessarily changed all too much. I mean, kind of, sort of. It really depends. Like, she deflects a lot of slashes here. Because we see that she pierced Sukuna straight through the chest. And, like, in spite of it looking like she went through the sternum, she got that man's heart. So he is currently, "You're so heartless." And this confirms something, at least in the rough translations. I'm not sure. And I've heard mixed things. Like, I saw someone saying she was wielding Dragon Bone. I could have sworn she was wielding Soul Split. But, like, it confirms that, hey, BT dubs, you cannot heal Soul Split damage unless you can perceive the outline of the soul. That's the only time you can heal Soul Split damage, which means that Mahito got an indirect buff. And now it takes more effort to take down Mahito, since he can perceive the outline of the soul, obviously. So, like, Mahito got an indirect buff against Maki and Toji. Is it big enough that they don't mollywop him anyway? No. But still, that is a pretty big buff. But it explains why Sukuna will be able to progressively heal off any damage that Maki does with Soul Split, even though most people wouldn't be able to heal that. So Hakari Kenji is losing to Maki. Let's not even play these games anymore, Hakari fans. She's losing. I say she. He's losing to Maki. Alright? Alright? Let's stab each other up. We're done with this. We're done with this. Alright? No more debate. But this does mean like a character like Yuji will be able to heal Soul Split. A character, I think maybe the Resurrection Crew could heal it. But then again, none of the Resurrection Crew seems to have RCT. Like, I'm thinking Uro never showed RCT. Ryu never showed RCT. Kashiwa never showed RCT. Reggie never showed RCT. Like, I'm trying to think of the main characters. Yorozu never showed RCT. Like, weirdly enough, RCT seems super duper rare in the reincarnated cast. So it's mainly Sukuna who benefits from this, because of course it would be. He's able to heal Soul Split damage. But once again, his RCT output is garbage right now. Well, actually, not too garbage, considering he heals up pretty decently. And we do see that once again Sukuna realizes, oh, they faked me out. They got you, boy. They shattered my ankles. Got me feeling all nice and comfortable. He literally makes a musical note sound and everything. But Yuta let his domain down himself. He shattered it himself in order to let Maki know to come in and get up in Sukuna's guts. And Yuji Todori, we're finally seeing some of that issues. You know, he learned RCT over the month. He got blood manipulation, all that's fantastic. But he still is struggling with it. And luckily enough, his big brother's there to come and comfort him. I do like that. I'm glad that Choso's still alive, at least for now. He hasn't been reduced to character development. And I do like how Yuji has not given up on Megumi. Sure, will that be the downfall of them all, and Maki should have definitely gone for the head? Absolutely! Especially considering what this chapter establishes towards the end. But, you know, Megumi, he's still worth saving. I guess. I'm sorry. Like, once again, that's the bias, not anti-Megumi man in me, but that's like the guy who's like, geez, y'all, like we're really gambling right now. But with it being the case, Choso gives Yuji an explanation on how to better use blood manipulation in order to circulate his blood through his body and help the healing process as quickly as possible, which is very, very good. And then, of course, we see Maki versus Sukuna. Once again, Sukuna throws out a slash, and Maki just... Like I said, Maki has all the keys to perfectly redirect and knock away slashes. And notably, she's the only one. I'm not saying this is still too impressive because of how fatigued Sukuna is right now. And considering it's revealed at the end of this chapter, he's still just been holding back. Like I've been saying, for some reason, people have been convinced. And heck, I was even a little bit convinced when he pulled out World Slash. But people were convinced that Sukuna wasn't holding back. This chapter confirms that he's holding back. And he does like Maki, or at least he finds Maki interesting. So like, I wouldn't be shocked if he was still holding back a little bit extra against her. But the fact that Maki does not get tagged a single time in this chapter is really, really impressive. And of course, it's also because she literally can't heal. She's like the only one out of the 4 heavy hitters who cannot heal. So it makes sense, or at least not heal rapidly. So it makes sense that she has this direct 1-for-1, bar-for-bar exchange with Sukuna, and just generally begins to redirect his slashes. And we see... that Maki is actually able to use her physical strength to overpower Sukuna. Once again, I'm assuming just showing the kind of weakened physical state that Sukuna's in right now, to the point where Maki alone is able to overpower him, and may just show Maki's power growth. Like, realize Sukuna should be one of the most physically dominant characters in the series. This is the same man who punched Yuji through multiple buildings, casually, while freshly incarnated. Like, this guy should be a monster beast in the demon, but this either goes to show how A, how low his output is, or B, how strong Maki is. I'm gonna go for B, because I'm a Maki meat muncher. What can I say? But, the other major thing is that Sukuna directly compares her to Mahoraga. Like, he goes for these slashes, he uses cleave on the building, Maki just knocks them all away, not carrying a single iota, and then Sukuna sends out this. Now, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure these are the chants for Worlds? I saw mixed things. Like, once again, I don't have too much time, so I didn't get to look too in depth. But this slash seems bigger than all the rest of them. It seems serious. It seems devious. It seems next level. And Maki just redirects it. No issues. No issues. And this is Soul Split. I saw someone saying this was Dragon Ball. I'm pretty sure Dragon Ball got destroyed. I need to go strangle somebody. But like, with that being the case, Maki, her. Fantastic. Of course, once again, it's super duper hard to scale any of this. It's annoying. It really is on a scaling level, it's annoying. Because it's like, none of this matters. As much as I want to glaze Maki for it, none of it really matters. Because like, I don't know, what about this in canon? not canon. Canon, like, it's all happening. But like, in terms of a scaling front, no one scales a Sukuna. We just have to scale them off their relative performances of Sukuna. But we don't know how much he's holding back in comparison to other people. So I'm going to glaze Maki for being the only one who can consistently perceive and redirect dismantles, and so far has been the only one, while in a 1v1, to take no damage with Sukuna. But then again, if you're a Yuta fan, just argue Yuta didn't care about taking damage from the dismantles because he knew Sukuna's output was weakened and he could heal them off. Yuji didn't care about Yuji's a bit more difficult to argue, but you could argue the same thing for Yuji. He knew he could heal, he knew he had some sort of resistance due to being soaked in Sukuna's cursed energy, all that and more, thusly he didn't necessarily care too much about dodging them. But Maki's the only one who's been shown so far to just... And she genuinely perceives them. Even Gojo Satoru struggled to perceive them. The only 2 characters, and it'll be a natural third, well, I guess 4, because Sukuna himself, the only characters who have been able to confirm, see Sukuna's slashes in effect, and redirect them specifically. Actually, I guess 5, because Yuji kind of does it with the gauntlets. But it'd be Sukuna himself, he who launches the slashes, Mahoraga, who specifically adapted to the slashes, Maki, who can see the slashes, or at least see everything around the slashes, and is thus able to redirect them at her leisure, and, by proxy, Toji, who'd be able to perceive the slashes since he sees the world the same way Maki does, and 5, Yuji Tadori, who is soaked in Sukuna's cursed energy, and has shown the ability to at least seemingly perceive the slashes. Once again, it's that infamous panel in 248, where he's like, and then he... But still, Maki cooking 1v1 against Sukuna, fantastic. And we actually do finally get an update on Hakari versus Uraume, which is nice. These two are still boxing. Once again, Hakari seems to be a bit worse for wear. Like, he's taking damage, but he's still seemingly healing up. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see this battle. I generally just don't think we're going to see it. Because not only are we cutting to a later point, we don't even get to see what seemed like Urume's domain expansion, but also Urume just drops it hard on us. Like, I'll be real with y'all. Y'all should not be happy. This is not a D1 performance right now. The fact that you aren't putting up numbers as good as Satoru Gojo, this man has not gone all out. He's been bored. And the last thing you want to do is spoil the king's mood. And it looks like the king's mood is finally spoiled. Apparently everyone here's been boring him. And I guess so. Like, when you go after the strongest and you beat him, what are you going to do with his kids? So I'm quite worried for the state of the cast. Maki's up first, though. Like, that's the scary thing. Maki's up first. She's currently the one running ones. Yuji and Maki may get their jump back on. But, like, if Sukuna starts to go remotely serious now, they're in danger. They're in genuine danger. And I have fear. But 10 minutes are up. Once again, if you made it all the way to the end of this little quick video, please leave the King's Fury in the comment section down below. And then thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that little notification bell so you never miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do happen to have a Patreon below where you can support me for as low as $1 a month to get things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also want to become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Some of those perks will include the live reaction to this very chapter, along with ad-free variations of all my videos, and if you become a $25 patron or a $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Once again, there will be a slightly, I say slightly, I have a lot to talk about in this chapter. I've just been speed rushing through it for the limitations of the video. But there will be a longer discussion of this. Hope you guys are ready for that. But I want to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Dago the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members, O'Connor Plays, Greyhound, Akids Void, Astro, and Red Wolf 4765. I'd like to give another thank you to our $5 patrons, Victor, Steron, Sean, RNG Master, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin, Jermaine, Igneal, EHAC1. And I'd like to give another thank you to our $7 members, Autumn, Mornings Lazo, Jan, Toma. And I'd like to give another gargantuan thank you to our $10 member, Jay Warrior. And I'd like to give another thank you to our two $10 patrons, Joaquin and Item Okami. And I'd like to give a hefty thank you to our $25 member, Alex Ice Rose. And I'd like to give another gargantuan thank you to our $25 patron, Winter. Another hefty thank you to our $25 patron, ChinaDoll09. And a final gargantuan thank you to our $25 patron, Calvin Elder.